Hello guys, welcome back to my new video. I hope you will enjoy. Before we start, check this online shop. You can find what you want for low price. Link will be in description. Now let's get on the video. Boruto Uzumaki is a shinobi from Konohagakure's Uzumaki clan and a direct descendant of clan through his mother. While initially resentful of his father and his absence since becoming Hokage, Boruto eventually comes to respect his father and duties. Regardless, he vows to instead become a shinobi like his mentor. Kawaki is a child raised by Kara to be the future vessel for Ishiki Otsutsuki and the key to the fulfillment of their greatest wish. After being brought to Konohagakure by Team 7, he is taken in by Naruto Uzumaki, who raises him as his own, during which he develops a brotherly bond with Boruto Uzumaki to solve the mystery of the karma. Code is the last active inner from Kara. Carrying Ishiki Tsutsuki's legacy within him, he inherits the Tsutsuki clan's will to become a celestial being and continually evolve. After creating a small Rasengan, Boruto subconsciously adds lightning release to it before throwing it. As it glides, the nature transformation abruptly kicks in, resulting in the technique disappearing from sight. This adds an element of surprise to the attack, as an opponent may lower their guard, assuming that the technique has dispersed, only to find themselves struck by the invisible attack. Kawaki's body has undergone significant modification by Amado, with microscopic technology being implanted into his body that constantly alters his physiology throughout his circulatory and nervous systems, transforming him into something of a living scientific ninja tool, like we saw in Fight Against Garou, when Kawaki changed his right arm and blade. Similar to Kawaki and Delta, Code is able to weaponize portions of his body, such as transforming his fingers into razor-sharp talons which can effortlessly slice through flesh. By utilizing wind release, the user can accelerate their movements, creating an effect similar to tunnel vision. To reach higher speeds, the user gains aid from others to perform the technique on them by propelling them from their feet. This technique can also be used on an ally to increase their speed. This jutsu allows the user to create one or more copies of themselves. The user's chakra is evenly divided between themselves and their clones. Creating one clone will give it half the user's chakra, creating two clones will give each a third of the user's chakra, and so on, depending on how much chakra the user has and how many clones they make. He is able to create and spread numerous black bands like the one covering his face. This jutsu is similar to Minato's teleport jutsu. These bands will adhere to anything they come in contact with and act as a personal portal he can pass through, either partially or completely, allowing him to strike from any location the bands touch. The Jogan is a unique jutsu that is known only by the Tsutsuki clan, whose members claim it's troublesome and that it's a power strongly inherited from their clan. In the manga, the Dojutsu is featureless in appearance with a barely visible pupil. When depicted in the anime, the Dojutsu is blue in color with a darkened sclera and visible pupil. After defeating Momoshiki, Boruto's right hand was forcibly marked with a black diamond seal. Its very presence on Boruto makes him potentially able to surpass his father Naruto, who is well considered the strongest shinobi in history. According to Ishiki, Boruto has a rare compatibility for the mark, which has allowed him to instinctively develop and synchronize with it at an accelerated rate. Once activated, the mark stretches and expands to cover his entire arm and the right side of his face in a series of elegant lines. While doing so, it greatly boosts his physical parameters and also lets Boruto absorb virtually any ninjutsu or energy-based target. Kawaki possesses the karma mark of Ishiki Otsutsuki, which he acquired after being the only one to survive Jigen's attempt to transfer his own karma. Due to his training under Jigen, Kawaki was already capable of activating the mark at will, although at times it does activate out of his control. He could absorb ninjutsu and create large-scale explosions with it active.
To dream, believe.
As a failed vessel of Ishiki Tsutsuki that survived the procedure, Code bears a white KMA which grants him access to his master's pure power. Though the extent of its abilities remains unknown, in time it will allow him to transform into a complete, perfect Tsutsuki and carry out the clan's will of devouring worlds and evolving in order to attain godhood. When activated, it spreads along the left side of its body, forming a pattern that almost mirrors Jigen's, extending to the left eye.
Until I walk awake.
Despite its beneficial powers, the mark is in fact dangerous to Boruto's being, as gradually, Boruto's entire being is being rewritten as Momoshiki, and will eventually become reborn as him. When drained of enough chakra, his KMA will fully manifest in Momoshiki's conscience and personality, allowing him to take control of Boruto's body, retaining access to Boruto's knowledge and skills. In this state, a flat horn protrudes from the right side of Boruto's forehead, curving up and back slightly. His physical strength and speed increase dramatically. Momoshiki's manifestation gains access to flight and augment Boruto's techniques tremendously. With the continued advancement of this mark, Kawaki has begun to subconsciously access a transformed state, manifesting a small horn on the left side of his head. Kawaki's contact with Boruto, who bears Momoshiki's karma, created a resonance that accelerated the takeover rate of both vessels. Question for all, because Code isn't vessel. It's possible to active Karma Seal too, I think it is, and how you think he will look. After Boruto killed Momoshiki, Momoshiki reappears before Boruto, freezing time for everybody but himself, and to give Boruto a cryptic warning that someone who defeats a god ceases to be a normal person, then gives him a seal on his palm. When Momoshiki fades away into mist, time resumes for everyone, and Boruto becomes Momoshiki's vessel.
You all from the enemy.
Kawaki was one of 15 Tsutsuki vessel candidates that were placed in artificial wombs connected by tubes to jars of fluid, through which Jigen attempted to transfer his KMA to them. The first 13 children all died, however, Jigen succeeded with Kawaki, one of his last attempts. Kawaki later awoke with a KMA branded on his left hand and become Ishiki's vessel. This is end of this video. If you enjoyed, hit that like and subscribe button, turn on notification bell to never miss any new video, also share with your friends, tell me ideas for next video in comment section below. Premium channel is out, bye.